Well, welcome everybody to Inspired Conversations podcast show with Kim Evans, and I am your guest and host tonight. So, welcome. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, listeners. So, we're going to get right to it. I have a very brief podcast show for you this evening, and I'm very, very excited to share with you this podcast show. We're going to be talking about your spiritual solitude and mindfulness. But before we begin, you all know how I do it. So I want to just send a quick prayer out to you for you listeners and viewers. I want to just say, may the words of this podcast go as far as the east, as far as the west, as far as the south, as far as the east, the west, the north, and the south. And I want to invite the Holy One and God in because God reign in this place. Your voice is my voice. Your ways is my ways. Your thoughts are my thoughts. And may anyone and everyone that's listening to this podcast show that needs to hear these words, may they be inspired. May they be transformed, illuminated, and educated. So you all, God bless you. And thank you for watching my podcast show. I am Kim Evans. So let's get right to it. So welcome to KME Coaching Podcast, where we help entrepreneurs and individuals to unlock their full potential. Welcome. I am on over 18 different platforms. So pick your poison, whichever one you prefer. Most of them I'm on, also on YouTube's. You can also catch me on my website, kimmevans.com, and also on Kim Gems. So you can actually see the visual version of the podcast, or you can listen to the audio version of the podcast. So today we're going to be talking about your spiritual solitude and your mindfulness. So the importance of taking time for yourself and connecting with your spiritual practice can have a profound impact on your mental, on your emotional, and your physical well-being. In this episode, we're going to explore the benefits of solitude, mindfulness, prayer, meditation, and how they all can help to achieve a clear mind and increased energy. But before I get into this podcast, this is one of 7 series that I'm doing. This is a special series that I'm doing. It's called Momentum. And I would recommend all of you to apply to get the series. Those of you that are in my one-year group coaching program, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that at the end, you automatically get it. If you want to subscribe to get the 7 podcast series, it's a special series that I've done. I'm so excited about it. And it's for entrepreneurs to jumpstart their business for 2023. So we kicked off the podcast, the Momentum series, Queen Conscious Thinking. How does a queen think? That was an amazing podcast. So go back and revisit that one. We're doing practice solitude and mindfulness by going inside. That's the one that we're doing today. Beauty is a luxury mindset, how to feel powerful all the time in your beauty. And it's about your mindset. It's kind of tapping in the inner radiance of your true essence of who you are. I talk about that. That's a Momentum series podcast. Optimal health is not an option. That is another podcast. And flight disruptions, y'all got to go back and hear that one. I got on Southwest Airlines, really good on that one. A queen never breaks her character, even in public. Go back and listen to that one. It's called Flight Disruptions. That was a good podcast. Then we have Vision 2023, Momentum, Sexy Paydays for the lady entrepreneur, how to create them. We have a podcast on that one. How to become magnetic. You are the magic. You're the enchilada. You're the secret sauce. You're actually the view in any audience. That's an amazing podcast. So those are part of the 7 podcast series that I created, and I umbrella those podcasts under Momentum. So please go back and listen to my Momentum podcast series. But let's get to it. So let's talk about solitude. Solitude is a powerful tool that can help us to connect with our inner selves and to tap into our inner wisdom. By taking time for ourselves, we can quiet the noise around the world outside and focus on our inner thoughts and our goals. So let's just park that right there, because this is three parts. We talk about solitude, we talk about mindfulness, and we're talking about prayer and meditation. So as it relates to solitude, and I'm going to be speaking the verbiage as my queens. Queens need to separate themselves from the pack. Queens need to separate themselves from the pack. So you have to begin to feel very confident and very comfortable in separating yourself from the pack. So what that means is that you need to spend time away from everybody. You need to spend time sometimes away from your friends, sometimes away from your family, just to be in solitude. I'm going to speak it forward, not what people are not doing. I'm going to speak it forward and what you need to be doing. And that is, over President's Day, I had an opportunity to go into angels camps with a friend of mine, and I had a wonderful time. It was a small just getaway, but it was an amazing getaway. It was an impactful getaway. And I'm going to give you an example of solitude. So solitude is when you pull yourself away from the pack and you isolate yourself, that you can get your download from God. You can get your download from the universe. You can get your download from spirit. So inside you can begin to implode, but from among high. So as I began the next day, as I got to Angels Camp, I took a walk around the environment, and I went out and I had a walk with God. And it was so amazing as I am walking the property and enjoying the property and the water, just the birds and the air. And it's like, okay, Lord, let your will be thy will. What is it that you are trying to download into me? See, here it is, ladies and gentlemen and kings and queens. If you do not separate yourself from the pack, then how can you get your download from among high? This is what solitude is. And it needs to be regularly. It's no 1 year thing. It's no once a month thing. I'm talking daily solitude. I'm talking weekly solitude. I'm talking monthly solitude. It's a thing that's called a temple, that some of us that are faith believers, that we build our own faith temples. And then we go in front of that faith temple, or we go to that faith temple. Either every night we bow down, or we bow down every morning. Whatever your faith is that it is a place, a sanctified place in your home, whether it's your closet, whether it is your bedroom, whether it is a third, fourth, fifth office, whether it's a big den, whether it's a small den, whether it's a little den, whether it's outside on a patio, whatever it is, you have a designated space in a place where you pull yourself and you begin to make your own altar. And that is your solitude, where your moment. See, I love it with men, because men have this thing called the men's den. They have their own solitude. It may be in the basement, where they just go on down, and the other family members are not invited to come there, but it's their refuge that they go to have a solitude moment, so that they can be in one and in tune with the heaven of heavenlies. So I'm just saying, ladies, that is something that we need to do. That is what solitude do. When you actually can pull yourself away from the pack, and it needs to be on a regular basis. And by taking this kind of time, you can quiet your mind. You quiet it from social media. You can quiet it from the outside. You quiet it from the kids. You quiet it from your loved beloved, or your partner or significant other, where you just hone in, and it's just you and God and you. It's you and the universe, and the universe is you. It's you and nature with you. It's you in the ocean and the ocean with you. It's you in the air with you. However you want to decide or to decipher it, but you spend your time away in solitude. When we was in COVID, this thing called, wherever we was going through this pandemic a few years ago, God shut that thing down, and everybody was at a universal solitude. You couldn't go out, you couldn't do anything, you couldn't go to activities, you couldn't go to restaurants, you couldn't see your family. That was a physical solitude that we all experienced together at a universal level just 2-3 years ago. So solitude needs to be on your own warrant, on your own behalf, on your own free will that you do on a regular basis. So I'm going to move forward from that, but I just wanted to just say what I'm talking about is your spiritual solitude and mindfulness, the importance of taking the time out so that you could connect with your spiritual practice. It does have a profound effect on your well-being. So that's solitude. Now let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is another powerful tool that helps us to become more aware of the present moment, of thoughts, of feelings, and physical sensations. By practicing mindfulness, we can reduce our stress, increase our focus and attention, and improve our overall well-being. Now, who does not want that? Who here does not want to improve their overall well-being, their attention span, and to reduce their physical stress? You would almost have to be the seed of Chucky if that is something that you just are just not buying into. So mindfulness is a way of practicing. So let me give you an example. You're in Safeway, you're in Trader Joe's. I'm trying to think of some other stores. Whole Foods, Target. The line and screaming little people, and things are just not moving so fast, and you're becoming a bit irritated. Okay, we all have been there. One of the things on how you can shut that down and how you can benefit is to practice mindfulness. Look around, be present, honor and acknowledge the person in the front, the person in the back, or just send forth energy to the checker or the person at the register. Do you ever think of the pressure of the person that is at the register? When you go up to the person of the register, did you just say, here's my credit card because you're irritated? Or do you just say, hey, ma'am, hey, mister, hey, sir, how's your day going? Your day going good? How you doing? And give them a smile and look at them in the eye. I see you. You see me, but I see you. And I see you because you see me looking at you. See, 99% of the time, human experiences, we just want to know that, do you see me? Can you see me? Irritants occur because people don't see themselves. But if you let people know, I see you, how's your day going? You go up to the register, you're in charge, Target or Safeway. How's your day going, ma'am? How's your day? You can break the pattern. You can break a pattern intercept just like that, just by saying, asking a person, how's your day going? And give them that beautiful, sexy smile that you have, that God preordained, that he designed for you when he was back in the heavenly of the heavenlies, because everybody got a beautiful smile. Some of us just don't use it. Don't be hating on me because I use my gift and you don't use yours. Everybody got a gift. I've just learned to sharpen my sword. That's how I know how to use my gift. So I'm just saying, you standing in line, it's like, how's your day going, sir? How are you doing today? I see it all day, every day, just by asking. You're going to get your Starbucks coffee. Everybody do. I don't. I make my own coffee. But you go to Starbucks coffee. You go to Pete's Coffee. You run it in line and you're getting mindfulness is being present. I see you. I see you. Do you see me? I see you. And I'm looking at you. How are you doing? That's being mindfulness. When you're at the dinner table with your children, are y'all checking your phone? Or do you have a moment and you have something or a notice or behavior, or you have a no using of electronic devices in your home during dinner, and you all faces down so I can see you? How was school today? How was work today? How you doing? I go to my grandmother's house and be like, hey mom, how you doing? Put the phone down, turn it on off. I see you. Mindfulness is just being totally present in front of the person that you're with. No interferences, Sometimes we need those interferences. If we do it half the time because you don't want to be in the presence of the person that you with. I get it. I get it. But mindfulness is a powerful tool and it helps us to be aware of the present moment. So practice it. Next time you're at Starbucks, next time you go get your coffee, next time you over with your family, turn down your phone and say, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Not what's going on, not that kind of fake crap, but really, how are you doing? How are you doing today? My clients come to Too Gorgeous, they love it too because they're going to get a Too Gorgeous hug. I'm going to hug on them. I'm going to look at them in the eye. There's no phones. I don't greet you with a phone. I'm greeting you with love. You know, Wakanda forever. I'm greeting you with love. How are you doing today? That goes a long way. I remember when I was working on my master's degree at John F. Kennedy. Yes, I do share a lot of stories because that was I worked for that. I worked for that degree. And I took a class on mindfulness. And I remember at that class, my instructor, I love her to death. I'm having a brain fog moment, but it's going to come back to me. And we were sitting down and they said, okay, everybody's going to bring their lunch. And there were like 7 of us on one side, seven of us facing on the opposite side. And we had to look at each other. And it was an evening class because my course curriculum was for working people. And so I was working on my master's at night. And so we would come in the evening. So we had to bring our dinner. In this particular episode that we had, or experiment that we had to eat in front and look at our colleagues, no phones, no music or anything for 30 minutes. Okay, so can you imagine you looking at your wife or you looking at your husband and you can't talk, you can't communicate, there's no music, there's no phones, and it's like either you're going to rip his or her head off or you're going to fall more madly in love with them. So let me just quickly just say at the end of that, it was very, very difficult. So within the first 5 minutes, everybody looking like we're about to tear this instructor's head off because I'm tired of looking at you. I'm tired of looking at you. I'm trying to eat my food. I can't concentrate because as I'm eating, I got to look at you. But at the end of that experience was the best experience that I experienced in my whole entire life. And that was, I learned to quiet my mind. So when I eat my meal now, I don't have electronic devices. I don't even have electronic devices in my bedroom. It taught me something, that we don't need interference from the outside world, that you can just sit in comfort. You can drink your meal. You can chew your water. You can break bread with a family member and you can just say, how are you doing? I'm drinking my magic water, my alkaline water. I sell that too. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I'm just like, wow, mindfulness. And so next time you're at a store, next time you're getting irritated, next time you're at the bank, because we all run our errands, take a breath. Woo! Just breathe in love and exhale all that stress and really be present with the person that is in front of you, that is behind you, at the side, and to ask these magic words. How's your day going? This pen is by Chase Bank, as a matter of fact. It's my bank, Chase Bank. So, you just say, how's your day going? So let's get into prayer meditation. Oh, wow. The third of the tools that we're talking about when we're talking about spiritual solitude and mindfulness. Prayer and meditation are powerful spiritual practices. They're practices that can help us connect with our higher selves and the divine. The whole point of why I'm talking about mental solitude and mindfulness is so that you can get in alignment with your higher self and the divine. Lady bosses, we need to, because we have to work our business from a feminine energy. not masculine, but feminine energy. How do we do that, Kim? Thank you, prayer and meditation are powerful practices by connecting ourselves with the higher and the divine, the intuitive. That's how we should be leading our businesses. That's how we should be guiding our decisions in our businesses, lady bosses. Now, that's the feminine way. Through prayer, that we can express gratitude, seek guidance, and we can find comfort and also healing. Meditation helps us to quiet our mind. So spiritual, when we go into prayer, that is our supplication and our ask from God, right? You're at one with the heaven, with the omnipotent, the omnipresent, right? With the universe, prayer and supplication. But then when we get into meditation, meditation helps, those are two different things. Meditation helps to quiet our minds, to connect our breath and find peace and calm in the present moment. Meditation, you could be standing in line at Target meditating. I could be getting my hair done with my hairdresser meditating. Oftentimes I could be doing a massage with my clients and I'm actually meditating as I'm doing a massage. And sometimes I get beamed up. I gotta like just go like this because I get lost in the heavens and the heavenlies because I've gone somewhere in 5D and I gotta bring myself back. It's like, oh my God, I'm massaging someone and I'll go there and I gotta pull myself back and be like, dang it. That's a prayer meditation. It's just they're powerful practices, and through prayer we can express our gratitude. I'm going to repeat it again. We seek guidance and comfort, but also healing. Meditation helps to quiet the mind. We have so much mind chatter, and it connects our breath and find peace and calm in the present moment. So by incorporating, I'm going to sum this up because this is going to be a quick podcast, incorporating solitude and mindfulness and prayer and meditation into your daily routine, you can experience increased clarity, increased energy, and increased peace of mind. So take the time for yourself to connect your spiritual practice and experience the benefits of solitude and mindfulness. And lady bosses, we need this as we are building our six-figure 250K business for the year 2023, correct? So thank you for joining. I hope that you enjoyed those points. Again, this is a podcast on your spiritual solitude and mindfulness, where we talked about, I share with you solitude, the importance of that, the importance of mindfulness, the importance of prayer and meditation, and incorporating solitude, mindfulness, and prayer and meditation into your daily routine. It gives you greater clarity, energy, peace of mind, and healing. So thank you for joining me on this podcast show. I didn't want to make it very, very long, but for those of you who would like to know more about me, you can go to kimgems.com. There's 3 ways on how we could work together. The first one, I have one-on-one coaching. If that's something that you so desire, lady bosses, kimgems.com, you can go there. I have my free Business to Profits webinar series, actually, that I just launched. I'm so excited. So if you're looking to grow your business, you can actually download that. And this month, we are enrolling my Unstoppable Group program, where I work with you for 1 year. I offer you 24 coaching sessions every other Monday, 2 a month, where I'm live coaching you. That is the Unstoppable Business to Profits Group program. Amazing. You can enroll in that today, as well as I have 10 modules to help to grow your business forward. That is so exciting. That's my baby. I've been working on that for some time. I'm so excited that I'm finally enrolling people into that, lady bosses. Men are also welcome, but we speak to women. I'm excited about that. And then the third way to work with me, we have my one-on-one coaching, my group program. I have my VIP day. So if you're just a rock star, and it's like, Kim, I just want to work with you for 1 day, we can do that as well. So you can go to kimgems.com. All my information is there. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to download my Momentum podcast series. This is one of 7 in the Momentum series 2023. So God bless you all, and thank you so much for watching Inspired Conversations podcast show. Bye for now.